Hey guys, it's Ben Lai from Sales Ethos, and today I've got a special guest with me, Shane Chan. Welcome, Shane.
Thanks, Ben. Good to be here.
Today I've got a question for Shane because he and his team are in the digital marketing space, and I thought it'd be interesting to ask him about his opinion on the role of search engine marketing or online marketing and how it can support and boost sales for companies. So Shane, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, great. Thanks for inviting me, first of all, Ben, and great question. So when I think about search engine marketing for businesses and B2B marketing, I'd like to talk about SEO as one of the core channels because, again, one of that is our area of specialization. And I think that's the biggest, in terms of conversion rates, it's probably the best channel to focus on, both in the short and the long run, in terms of being a free channel, so to speak, and the sort of quality of leads that come through from organic and SEO leads, SEO. So if you think about the B2B space, my personal experience has been that through content marketing and a very clear inbound marketing strategy, I've had conversations, and I'm talking about inbound conversations, inbound leads, and that have led to conversations with companies such as Fonterra. I've had Squirrel Mortgages, which is the biggest non-banking mortgage broker in New Zealand.
So let's start with Fonterra. So prior to working with you, what was their situation like?
So in the case of Fonterra, they're obviously the biggest dairy company in the world. They do $17 billion transaction and Fortune 500 really. For me to have reached out to get through the layers and reach the head of digital would have been next to impossible. And so the way that this conversation started was their developer got in touch with us because they had a need to go to an SEO specialist. Now, it so happened that we'd put a piece of content out on an algorithm update that had happened a few days prior. So the developer had gone through a few other digital marketing agencies, seen what sort of content they put out to get an idea of content leadership, and they really recognized us as the ones that were leading the charge in that space. So thought leadership, content leadership made it easy and gained the trust from the developer, and that recommendation to the developer, to the head of digital at Fonterra, led to this relationship. So 2 years in, we look after their brands. Like we've got Tip Top, we've got Anchor, we've got Mainland.
Wow.
So for us as a small agency, this would have been next to impossible to try and knock so many doors and get there. So and it's the same thing with Squirrel Mortgages as well. Inbound lead from their digital marketing manager that came through. As an agency owner, as a business owner, I myself get about 10 spam emails a day, every 24 hours that I have to push through my junk mail. So that's the level of noise, and cutting through that noise is what a good inbound and content marketing strategy allows, and that's where SEO comes in. Just purely looking at raw data, it suggests that 57% of leads coming through SEO will lead to conversion or will lead to an inquiry within 24 hours. So either phone call or someone visiting you in store. Now that's just raw statistic that you can't argue against. It's just and then sort of the way that sales process, the way that I see you and your expertise coming in is once the lead comes through. How do you manage that? The conversation changes from trying to sell your expertise to consulting and showing how you can add value. So I guess that's the best way that our two fields of expertise complement each other.
Absolutely. And so therefore the sales department and the marketing departments really have to talk to each other. And one of the complaints that salespeople have all the time is, hey, well, what's with the quality of these leads, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why they need to talk to each other and make sure that there's a mutual understanding.
Absolutely. I think the quality of the leads is a good conversation, and a lot of the time it arises because you don't when you don't have a strategy in place in terms of digital marketing. If you have a spray and pray approach, you'll get leads of varying quality, and that's not to say that you don't get spam leads or low quality leads via organic, but the statistics based on pure raw statistics and my own experience having done over 100 campaigns is it's having a strategy in place far supersedes the spray and pray approach. The ROI tracking that goes behind it, and you have a much happier sales team in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for your perspective, Shane. And I think that's you've really highlighted how much of an impact a good SEO campaign can have for the salespeople. If you want your people to be less frustrated with the leads that they're getting and potentially even retain more of your salespeople, you got to get your digital strategy right and have your salespeople talking to the marketing people so that they can coordinate with each other. So if you're looking for more advice on all things digital, make sure you look up Shane on digitalsquad.com.au. I'll leave the address below. But what are your thoughts about the challenges about coordinating marketing with sales? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, Shane.
Thank you.